you've ever wondered what a regular person invests in, well, in today's video, I'm going to be opening up my Fidelity account and show you exactly what I invest in, why I chose the investment I actually chose, and how much money I got inside of each. Let's get right into it. Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Nikki. If you are returning, welcome back. Now, I can't believe I'm actually really doing this. This is literally putting you all up in my business. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a financial guru. I'm not the expert when it comes to this. This is just me sharing what it is that I actually invest in. So first thing first, we're going to start with my Roth IRA. Now, I use Fidelity for my Roth IRA and for my brokerage account. I started this Roth IRA, or I opened up the Fidelity account in July of 2023, but your girl did not put any money over there, and I can just hit myself for just not contributing nothing, because who knows where I would have been had I been at least contributing $100 a month, $50 a month, or whatever like that. But I just opened these accounts and did not contribute anything. I started off over there with 99 cents for 2023 all the way up until 2025. It wasn't until September 12th or somewhere around there, September 2025 is when I started contributing to my Roth IRA. And I started out pretty small. I started out with $50 a pay period, and I would just put it over there because I was raised that you just work and you save your money and you pay your bills and stuff like that. So I was doing all of my savings in a regular savings account, and your girl was earning pennies on the dollar over there. Like pennies. Wasn't seeing her money grow at all. And then it wasn't until I just started really wanted to learn about investing, really start taking content creation seriously, and starting to see, okay, now I am making money where this could possibly be life-changing money. I want to make sure that I am doing the right thing with this money. I want to make sure that I am, I want to change my life, my family's life, and stuff like that. So I started looking, following creators in the finance space and, taking their expertise and applying it to my everyday life. And that's where the Roth IRA came in. I heard about it, but your girl wasn't contributing to it or doing anything to it. Now, behind the scenes, I was contributing to my job's TSP. At the time, in the beginning, I was putting 3% of my paycheck, and my job was putting 1%. I wasn't even taking advantage of the full match. The full match is 5%. I don't think I started doing the 5% until 2024, maybe 2025. And then I eventually moved up to 8%, which I'm really thinking to bring it back down to 5% because I want to be using this money towards a brokerage. Now I'm learning more and more about this investment stuff and wanted to retire early and stuff like that. But I wanted to just share that because maybe you may feel behind. Maybe you feel like you might not know it all. Maybe you feel like you don't know what it is that you are doing. Maybe you got a Fidelity account that you had open since 2020 when everybody was talking about put your money here, do this, invest in that, and do all that. Because I did it too. I started with Cash App, and I still got some stocks over there on Cash App that I opened up in 2020 and just left it there. Did not contribute more. Just did the bare minimum. And I know I could have done more, and I know you could have done more, but it's no sense of crying over spoiled milk. We're going to get it together today, and I'm just going to break down all of the stocks and all of the ETFs that I have in my Fidelity account now. So again, starting with the Roth IRA. The Roth IRA. The Roth IRA is basically money that, or both of these are money that is going to be used tax-free once you reach that retirement age. When it comes to the Roth IRA, that's the difference between the Roth IRA and the brokerage account. The brokerage account, you can take this money out at any given moment. The Roth IRA, you have to wait until 59 and a half to be able to pull this money, or you will receive a penalty if you pull it out any earlier than that. So with the Roth IRA too, you have a limit on how much you can actually contribute per year. So last year was the first year that I actually maxed it out, and last year the amount was $7,000, and this year the amount is $7,500. So you can't go over that with your Roth IRA. And again, once you reach that retirement age of 59 and a half, you will be able to pull that money out. I think there's a 4% rule or something like that I'm actually learning about. So even if you pull all of the money, even if you pull money out, it still have to be 4% per year or something like that of the amount of money that you actually have inside of there. So with that being said, I'm still learning about that. I did not know about that. I just thought that you can possibly just pull the money out whenever you can, but they said that you can't. There's a 4% rule. So that's where the brokerage account comes in handy, where you can bridge the gap between retiring early and being able to pull that money from that Roth IRA. Now with the Roth IRA, I just do simple things, simple ETFs over there, because again, I am following the finance experts, and this is something that they have shared and that I can relate to. And what was told to me is this: basically, you want to be investing in things that you're already spending your hard-earned money on. If you are already shopping at Walmart, if you're already shopping at Amazon, you got an iPhone, on these Meta platforms and YouTube and stuff like that, you want to be investing in those companies, because guess what, those companies are making money off of you just from showing up on their platform, buying their items, shopping at their store and stuff like that. So that's basically what it is that I actually do with my Roth IRA. I only invest in 2 funds or 2 ETFs, and then when I first got on there, for some reason I got this FFFHX. I don't know what it is about it. I think it was just something that was cheap and I didn't have a whole lot of money and I just wanted to buy something, and that's what I actually bought because it was just right there, probably in my face, and Fidelity had suggested it. But I'm thinking about just going ahead and sell that one and just put that money towards the other 2 that I actually have. So the first one is VOO. This is the top 500 companies in the United States. So yeah, people always talk about VOO and VTI. So they say to have either or. One is the top 100 companies in the United States, which is VTI, and VOO is the top 500 companies. I chose the top 500 companies because I wanted to try to get more bang for my buck. If I'm getting 500 companies, something gotta win. Something gotta make me some money over here. So that's the reason why I went with VOO. The next one is QQQM, and these are the top 100 tech companies in the United States. And the reason why I went with QQQM, I think that one was a little bit cheap. I'm not exactly sure. I think it was a little bit cheaper I don't know, because it's been a minute since I got it, but I think this one was a little bit cheaper than QQQ, which is basically the same thing. Just one is the top 100 companies and the other one is the top, I want to say 250 or 500 companies, tech companies in the United States, something around that nature. Again, your girl is not the stock expert or whatever, because I can't remember why I actually got it. I just know that tech companies, I use this Apple phone, I pay this phone bill, so I need to be making some type of money from this phone that I actually purchased. And with the VOO, the top 500 companies, I shop at Amazon. I use this Meta platform and all the stuff. So I want to be part owner of those companies, those top 500 companies, those top 100 tech companies in the United States. So those are the only 2 ETFs that I put money into with my Roth IRA. I'm not sure if I'm going to change that, soon. Right now, I'm just going all in with those 2. I have a boring portfolio. It's nothing extravagant. It's nothing long and drawn out. I want something that I know that could possibly guarantee me to make some type of money, especially when it comes to my Roth IRA. So those are the only 2 that I actually invest in. Now let's get into my brokerage account, and this is where I have a little bit more flexibility. This is where I can kind of like test some different things out. I still do have some ETFs inside of my brokerage account as well, but I definitely want to start putting money towards individual stocks. Again, I have an Apple iPhone, so I need to have Apple as one of my stocks in my brokerage account. I pay this AT&T phone bill, so I need to be investing into AT&T. I use Xfinity Internet. I'm not sure if Xfinity is a stock or whatever, but I need to be investing into Xfinity. I bought this computer, this desk, and a whole lot of other things inside of this room from Amazon. Now, I do have a stock in Amazon. So the stocks that I actually have inside of my brokerage account is the Walmart, because I love me some Walmart. So of course I'm going to have me some Walmart stocks. I have Amazon because again, I am an Amazon influencer, along with I do shop at Amazon as well. Meta, I use Facebook and Instagram to make money, and also when you might not use it to make money, but anytime that you are posting on there, you best believe Facebook and Instagram is making money off the content that you are posting on there. So guess what? Because I own some stocks in Facebook and Meta and Facebook and Instagram or Meta, I earn money there when they make money. I also have stocks in Charles Schwab, SCHD. Now, I heard about this through, I forgot her name. Oh, it's a black lady. She talks about REITs all the time. I think her name is Ashley. But she talks about the Charles Schwab stock or whatever. And this is money that you're not going to see grow right away. This is for the long term. A lot of these is for the long term. And then eventually you will start see it make you money and pay you out. And I think that Charles Schwab, she said, that is a stock that's going to end up paying you dividends. So basically, because you own shares in that company, they're going to pay you out. I forgot when they pay you out. I don't know if it's quarterly or every month or whatever. I don't think I received any payout. I might have to go through my Fidelity account and actually see. But Charles Schwab can actually pay you dividends. And so who knows, if you got so many shares of it, that just your dividends alone could possibly pay your house note. Like, I would love one of my stocks to pay my house note. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm looking at everything. And I follow her. I also follow Trap Town. What's his name? Trapper. Wall Street's Trapper. That's another guy that I actually follow. So I think her name is Ashley. And the Wall Street Trapper, those are the two people that I actually listen to when it comes to the investing stuff. There's another guy as well. I can't think of his name. I follow him on Instagram. I just found out about him. And I think that's where I got the international ETF from. And I'm going to get into my ETFs shortly. But after the SCHD, I also have Google stocks. Now, let me tell you about other stocks that I want to have. Again, like I said, AT&T, because I pay this phone bill. So I need to be having AT&T stocks. Now, I do have some other stocks on my Cash App, because when I first started learning about stocks, when, you know, what happened in 2020, people were saying, now is the time to buy, you know, get into the investing, and now everything is on sale. And I did get the stocks, and I did put money over there, but I just completely stopped. I didn't contribute anything else. I just grabbed it on Cash App. Who don't know why I did it on Cash App, but I did it on Cash App. Now I got to figure out, how can I get it off Cash App and put it into my Fidelity account? Because I was the person who got the Amazon when they did that split. Amazon and I think it was Amazon and somebody did a split. So I was able to get Amazon at like $100. And guess what? Now I'm buying it over here for Fidelity for like two something. So it's just crazy how if I would have just stuck with just contributing with the Amazon over on Cash App and kind of like got that money put on Fidelity or a real investment platform, who knows where I would have been with my investment. But those are all of the stocks that I'm investing in. I definitely want to invest in more companies as well. Like, you know, I like iced coffee and stuff like that. I'll be drinking a little mocha frappe. So I don't know if McDonald's is on there, but I need to look into it as well. I do have stocks in Nike because, you know, I'm a big sneakerhead and I have that on Cash App. I just got to figure out how can I get all of those stocks off of Cash App and into my Fidelity account. So if y'all have any advice on that, please let me know. If not, then I guess I would just leave it on Cash App. Other than that, my ETFs that I have in my brokerage account is VOO, of course, because that taps into the U.S. market. And then I wanted to diversify my content, and diversify my markets, and VXUS is what the guy on Instagram had actually shared. And I said, okay, well, let me go ahead and look into that one. It was pretty affordable. So I invested in it. That was something new that I did. So I don't have a whole lot of shares there, but it's something to, you know, try out to kind of like get me started and have a diversified portfolio and not just a U.S. portfolio. So yeah, this is my Fidelity portfolio as a 41-year-old who is trying to retire early and who don't know what she's doing right now. But as I continue on learning about investing and as I continue on learning about Fidelity and things like that, I am happy to share. If you are interested in Fidelity, I will link their website down below in the comment section. So make sure you check out that pinned comment, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.